creation and anything and everything that can benefit and uplift our people and does not help to undermine and destroy our culture and our morality, Rastafari is strengthening that. You see? But there are things out there, as I say, were undermined systematically, incrementally. You see? Your morality and your culture and your whole foundation to the outer course. For this reason, we ourselves have been receiving appeals in our court. Ordinary, small cases which naturally cannot be handled by us because of the shortage of time, we have entrusted to our Ministry of Justice and other judicial authorities in the faith that justice will be dispensed with equity in accordance to the responsibility bestowed upon us by the Almighty God. You see, His Majesty said, He of Himself sit as judge, you see, and try the case then. You see, He's the supreme judge. So now all the other cases where Rastafari doesn't really have the time for, because, as he says, due to the shortage of time, you see, He have entrusted to other impels or other judges. But you have to remember, Rastafari set the example, so He set the example, so He is the supreme judge. Haile. The problem of administering justice is not a thing which exists only in Ethiopia. It exists all over the world. As judges do demand justice for themselves, you should endeavor to administer justice with equity, remembering the words of Jesus Christ that man cannot live by bread alone, for he has a spirit to care for. Haile. The problem of administering justice is not a thing which exists in Ethiopia alone. It exists all over the world, you see, the problem of administering justice. It exists all over the world. But as judges, for those who are judges, you see, as a judge, you demand justice for yourself too. All right? As a judge, you must demand justice for yourself. You should endeavor to administer justice with equity and remembering the words of Jesus Christ that man cannot live by bread alone, for he has a spirit to care for. Our people have always been demanding justice. He who seeks justice knows the value of justice too. He who seeks justice knows the value of justice too. This testifies to the maturity of our people. This has been said time and again in history and is not something new. For this reason, we are proud of our people. We say this to you so that there will be an improvement in the future in the administration of justice. Although there might have been failures in the past, there is no doubt you have endeavored to administer justice squarely. You see, administer justice squarely. When you say squarely, that's a Masonic term. You see, when you're on the square, when you're on the level, when you're on the upright, the perpendicular, you know what I mean? All of them things that's pertaining to Masonic thing. Meaning right. Square deal, you see? Square. If it's not square, it's going to fall over. If your house is not square, if it's not plumb, it's not level, it's going to fall over. You see? So it's quite appropriate to use that terminology within this, you see? Within this reasoning. To administer justice squarely. In order to satisfy all the demands of all of the people, time is required. As we have already pointed out, that which does not give time is the feeling of a guilty, as we have already pointed out, that which does not give time is the feeling of a guilty conscience. And we should try to avoid it with all our efforts. Haile, Rastafari. Glory to words and glory to sound. Glory to the Eye of the living Haile, Selassie, Jah, Rastafari. As His Majesty reasons upon judges. Glory to word, glory to sound. Excuse me. Blessed be the name of Haile, Rastafari. I just checking the time and I see we have a few minutes left, a few minutes right within the hour. So if I can just get just a little brief touch of a bubble hill, and then we'll seal up Rastafari Rising, for we know that within this season it's only 60 minutes. But I will give thanks for the I being here with I this light, as every hour, and I give thanks and praises. You see? So Rastafari fans, if I have it there, queue up and thing, there I can just make it run. So light your spliff and chalice, black people. We're going to bubble hill up at 9 miles. Aye. Rastafari. Kill the Pope, man. Move him out of your consciousness right now. As your fans wasn't even inside it. Where were fans with it then? Excuse me, black people.